All right, we're good?
We're good. We're ready to go, man.
Sweet, man. That's what's up. All right. What's up, guys? My name is Teag Pure Joy McCoy, and I'm the owner of Happy Fighter. And what we do at Happy Fighter is we believe in resilience and we believe in fighting all of your personal battles, not only with perseverance, but with joy as well. We think it's absolutely pivotal to attack life with the right attitude and fight back against everything. And this right here, my friends, is
I'm Chris Maleta. I'm founder of Carry the Flag, man. And dude, it all started when a fellow firefighter of mine said, "Chris, who's going to carry the flag? Who's going to carry the flag for the next generation? Your family, your kids, your crew." And dude, that stuck with me, and that's why I created the mission and the movement that I'm starting. So,
Chris.
uh,
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome.
dude, this is awesome. It's great finally connecting. I know our
Yes,
followers
sir.
have been wanting this, dude. I want to know about you. I know we've talked on the phone and I know a little bit about you, but dude, on your Instagram, like I said, you're sitting there, you're working out, you're doing these crazy workouts,
Yes, sir.
you're fighting, you're running with the flag. Dude, I want to hear your story, man. Like we've talked, but I haven't heard your
Yeah.
story. Start it
Well, I'd
off,
love
dude.
to.
I
I'd
want
love
to
to
hear.
share it with you, brother. So, honestly, all of this fight, the whole pure joy, like personal growth and everything, started in Arkansas. I grew up in Orlando originally for about 12 years. I went to Apopka High School. Shout out my people in Apopka. And I moved to Arkansas for 2 or 3 years because my dad had a job opportunity. And man, the price of living was so expensive. So I was like, I'm going with my dad. I wanted to stay in Florida, but I couldn't afford to. Went up to Arkansas, and I kind of just aimlessly drifted throughout Arkansas for like 5 to 6 months, not really finding any purpose or any value within my life in Arkansas. Not in like a depressed way, but I'm saying like I was kind of just floating around, working, whatever.
Trying to
And
figure
then I stumbled across this gentleman named Bryce Mitchell in a local weightlifting gym, and he was hitting the bag. If y'all don't know him, he's a ranked fighter in the UFC, very controversial man, but he's a really good dude. He's awesome. He's so amazing. I can't say enough good things about him. But he was hitting the bag, and I saw he had a UFC like duffel bag, and his wife Erin was with him. And I joined him and hitting the bag. He said, "Yeah, brother, you want to go back and forth and hitting the bag?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And at the end, I said, "Hey, are you that guy that wears the camo shorts in the UFC?" He goes, "Yes, sir, that's me, brother. Come over to my place. I'll get your number, and we can do some training." So I went over to his place, and we trained for like 3 hours straight. He had a little fire stove right next to the mats, and he was throwing cedar wood in it, stoking the fire, so it got real hot. And I mean, we were in beating heat for 3 hours, and I just get my butt whooped constantly. And I was like, man, this is awesome. I love this. So I ended up working out with Bryce and working with him as well, and we were just going back and forth for 3 4 months. We would be farming from like 10 to 6 and then training from 6 to 9, going to sleep and doing the same thing again. And then from there I joined a gym over at in Searcy called Jiu-Jitsu, and that's where I met Rudy McLaughlin and all these amazing people in the gym. And it was a bit intimidating at first because when you think about an MMA gym, it you think about like cutthroat, you think about guys getting in there and bashing each other's face in, but it was a lot different vibe here. I mean, it was very welcoming, and the gym was very amazing to me, and they always were very uplifting and supportive with everything that I've done. So that was the start of my fighting journey, and then obviously I got into getting in the cage and training hard and stuff like that. And then I figured I'd start Happy Fighter because I want people to have an entry level to things that they love to do. It's not like it's only the MMA space that Happy Fighter is targeted towards. It's towards anything that you want to attack in life. I want you to fight it with an amazing attitude and just come with open arms because there are people that are willing to support you, even in the scariest of circumstances, right? There's still people with the open arms ready to welcome you and have you grow within their communities.
Dude, I think that's one of the cool thing like when dude, I know there's an age gap between us, but I remember like when UFC first came out, like it was
It
on
was
VHS
legit.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, dude, these are savages, and it got this bad reputation of, hey, these are just dudes that are brutally beating each other.
Mm.
But as more and more came on and it progressed, like, it came out that it is a sport, And
It
like you
is.
said, you can go in an MMA gym and dude, you're like intimidated as hell, but it's a community, it's
Absolutely,
everybody,
brother. I
so
will say results may vary depending on the gym you go to. I'm not saying every gym is sunshine and rainbows, but
yeah, well, yeah. To a point, because I mean, dude,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
still
yeah.
gonna do business, but hey,
Yes,
it's a
sir.
team effort. Hey, I'm gonna help you, you're gonna help me. Like at the end of the
100%.
day, we're buddies, but hey, we gotta fight. Like that's why
Yes,
we're here.
sir. No,
So,
absolutely, brother.
dude, and you went into the cage and fought, right?
3 times, brother, undefeated. And I had a ton of smokers as well. We did a ton of hard sparring in the gym. I've definitely lost my fair share in the gym, but when it comes to being in the cage, brother, clean record.
Dude, I think you've got to put yourself in bad situations, and
Amen, brother.
you've got to make yourself uncomfortable to succeed in life, dude.
Yes, sir.
I'm a firm believer in that. Where I mean, dude, nobody wants to fail. Nobody. It sucks, man. Like you're like shit. I don't want to go in there and do that, and like it's gonna suck. But dude, sometimes failing is the best thing that you can do.
Absolutely.
You
I
know,
say there's no such thing as failure. There's only such thing as steps forward towards what you want, which is success, right? Because if ultimately you fail but you learn something,
dude.
you reap the most beautiful reward because nobody else is willing to do it. So you're seeing something else that somebody isn't, which means you're going to get results that they aren't. You know?
Dude, completely agree with you. So what you're saying is I see on your post, and dude, I laughed at it the other time. I think I sent you a text after it.
Yeah, yeah.
One of your your followers are very concerned with you running with the flag at night.
Oh my goodness, brother.
So let's put this out on the record. He's a trained fighter.
I'm good, guys.
Yeah, he can take care of himself. Now, we know that there's other circumstances out there,
Yes, of course.
which you and I are very aware of, and we've talked about, like running with the flag next to the road. Like
Absolutely.
we get it,
There's some
But
crazies out there, brother.
there is some crazies, but he's a trained fighter, so Teague, I'm not so much worried about you anymore. I don't think you need to whisper at night while you're doing your.
Negative. No, I mean, I only whisper because I don't want to wake the neighbors up. I'm the neighborhood friendly Spider-Man. I'm like the vigilante, brother. I'm just doing patrols, roaming around the street, fighting, looking for some vengeance. You know what I'm saying, brother?
All right, dude. So you do all that. Where's the flag come in
Well, brother,
during all of
that
this?
is a phenomenal question.
Yeah.
So, I got home. I was up in Orlando seeing my buddies, and one of my buddies sat me down. He said, "Tegan, every single time that we get together, I somehow strip something away from you to be able to benefit my life in real time." He's like, "Every single time that I see you, you're so motivating. You're so um, aware of everything, and you just give me knowledge that I don't get from anyone else, and you just make me feel a certain way, like you just have an aura around you." And I'm not saying that to blow smoke up my own butt. I'm trying my best to quote my buddy, and his name's Andrew Kennedy and Dyson. They're amazing people. They're both awesome. I grew up with them, and they're like, "Brother, we just grow every time we're around you." I'm like, "Man." They're like, "Dude, you're a beast. You got to find a way to put the camera on your face, and people will listen to you, bro." I'm like, "Man." So I got home and I was driving 2-3 hours on my way back to Tampa, and I was thinking, I was like, "What can I do?" I was like, "What is it? What can I do?" I get home and I see my truck. My truck has the PVC pipe with the zip ties and the
Yeah,
American flag on it. And I'm like,
yeah.
"Man, I'm gonna go for a run." So I undrilled the PVC pipe and I ran as far as I possibly could away from the house. I turned around and ran back. My dad took the video of me because he stalked my location, and he took the video of me, and I posted it expecting 100 likes, and now it has 7 million views, and I've gained 75,000 followers. It's amazing, man. It's definitely a blessing for sure. And then from there, just carrying it day by day.
Dude, I mean, it's that it probably while you're driving, you probably were like, it wasn't even like, hey, what can I do? It's you start thinking about life, and you're like,
Absolutely.
man, I need to make an impact off of this. How like and then you
How
start
can I
hearing
change
about
the world, bro?
yeah. So dude, it wasn't, hey, how can I, it was this I've got this thing, these thoughts are always going through my mind. I'm like,
Yes,
I
sir.
need to make the change. Like, look at all this negativity, look at all this bad stuff going on. I need to be the one to make the change.
Absolutely,
And
brother.
you're probably sitting there thinking, like, how do I do that? Dude, you and I've talked about it before. Like,
Yes,
everything
sir.
happens for a reason. So you look
Yes,
over
sir.
there, you're like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I will say it was a really windy day too. She was waving real high and bright, and I was like, "Man, she looks beautiful." So I took her out for the run, and she was waving high and like, dude,
Yeah, yeah.
so many people honking and hooting and hollering, and it was like one of the most blissful experiences I've ever experienced in my life.
So tell me the story.
Oh, here we go.
So we, I mean, of course, everybody's got to read through the comments. The negativity that you got for having a hole in the flag. This is
I knew you were gonna
this is
bring this up,
actually-
brother.
you're
Uh,
trying to make an impact
uh,
on the world, and you're like,
mm-hmm,
this is what we see. Not a guy that's going out on his own and being uncomfortable, carrying a flag just to try to pump people up about,
mm-hmm.
being an American.
Yes, sir,
And this is what they get.
bro. I'm telling you. On I believe it's like mile 10 or 11, I was running past one of those power lines, and you know how they have those little rusty nails sticking out of them? Dude, I had a small little rip on it, and and I was like, oh my goodness. And I turned around, well, I can't call my dad and ask him to pick me up. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep running. And then everybody was like, you're disrespecting the flag, screw you, go back home. And I was like, dude, you live and you learn. There's only so much you can do. Obviously, I didn't intentionally rip the flag, but it did look, I will say, it did look pretty cool. And I think that's one of the main reasons that video got so poppin' because people were sending so much hate. Screw you, kid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you're just helping my post gain more traction, so I do appreciate it, my friend. And I'm sorry that you have all this hatred built up, but it's like,
Yeah. Dude's out there trying to do something good and people are hating on him. It's like, come on, man. Look at what he's look at the bigger picture. Let's
yes,
not
sir.
look at the tiny picture. Let's look at the bigger picture here. Dude, I loved it, and I don't know if you want me to share it yet, but that's how I found you.
That's
Is
awesome, brother.
dude,
Dude,
one of
speaking of, let's ask you a couple questions about your story, and then we can tie it all together with
okay,
how we
okay,
met
okay.
and stuff
All
like
right.
that. Brother, I want you to tell the people right
All right,
now.
hold on real quick. And
All right.
how many days are you on now?
Oh, 76, brother. We're just about 3/4 the way into 100, and I plan on going to 10,000, 20,000. I will not stop ever. I will continuously go until I'm in the grave, brother, and in heaven.
All right, I love it, dude. I love it, man. I love it.
Well,
All right, go ahead.
about you, Chris, let's see what you got. What is your story? And I know that you mentioned when you were in the fire station, you were lifting with your boy, and you were like, "Man, who's gonna carry the flags, bro? Who's gonna wake up and who's gonna do this for the American people?" Can you just tell us a bit more about that story, brother, and what really lit that fire to start your brand?
I mean, a lot of it is and I tell everybody, dude, when you're out running or you're lifting, like you can solve world issues.
Yes, sir.
Like I don't know what it is in your mind. Like you just get so clear and it's just weird. If you don't do it, you don't understand. But if you do it, like, dude, you understand that you can solve world issues. And just long story short, I have two kids of my own, and I always wanted just to teach them, and be that role model for them.
Yes, sir.
So long story short, I started a couple businesses and everything. And I mean, we were getting traction and doing things, but it wasn't anything that I was really passionate about.
Hmm.
And we after a short history of it, on 9/11, there was 343 firefighters that died on in the towers on 9/11.
Yes, sir.
So ever since I think it was 2002, uh
That was before I was even born, brother. Golly.
all
Sorry,
right,
I didn't mean to. My bad. My bad.
I'm trying to think of exactly when the very first stair climb here in Kansas City was, but they
Yes,
started a
sir.
stair climb here in Kansas City. You go to one of the skyscrapers, and I think it's like you go up 33 floors, go up 33 floors, go up 33 floors, and then whatever the math is, on however many. And they started it, and probably 5 years into it, my brother asked me, he said, "Hey, dude, do you want to do the 9/11 stair climb with me?" And I was like, "Sure." Dude, it's very prideful. And when
Yeah,
you're
I can only
climbing
imagine.
them stairs, thinking about the guys, the civilians, the military, everybody, dude, it's a very humbling time. And in the very beginning of it, they have a ceremony, because this is the firefighter one. Only firefighters can do it. We all do it in our bunker gear, and it's
That's
just
awesome.
343 every single year do it. And at the very beginning, they show the clips of 9/11. I mean, dude, you're just getting pumped. You're like,
Geared
all
up, yeah.
right,
And
okay.
you have the camaraderie around you and that bravery and courage building up. I can only imagine, brother.
Yeah, a lot of people that haven't done it, I'm like, dude, if you are a firefighter and you haven't ever done it, do it, because it is it's inspiring and humbling, you know?
Yes, sir.
And so I was supposed to do it. It wasn't this year, but it was the year before, because September's passed right now. So it was last year's
Hmm.
September 11th, the stair climb. I was supposed to do it, but I couldn't do it because my daughter had volleyball that day, and you know, family,
Yes,
I
sir. No, of course,
choose
brother.
to be there for my kids. And so we were going, I think we were going in to get the workout going. And one of
Yes,
the
sir.
guys that puts it on, at the station, because we get a group of guys, hey, he's kind of the leader of it, getting the numbers. He walked by as I was going into the locker room. He stopped me. He said, "Hey man, you gonna do this 9/11 stair climb?" And I was like, "Man, I can't do it this year. I've got family obligations. I can't, And dude, he looked at me and he goes, "Chris, who's going to carry the flag? Who's going to carry the flag for the next generation? The guys that are on the job now that weren't even born on 9/11." And, he's like, "In your family, your kids, your crew, who's going to carry the flag? We're losing numbers on this stair climb. It's hard to get 343 guys because people are forgetting." You know, he was doing it more busting my
That's
balls.
got, dude. No, no, that's got dude. My skin is crawling right now, bro. That's
Dude, I still think of it and I'm just like,
goosebumps, brother. And I wasn't even there. The way
yeah,
you're describing it, though, bro, that's so impactful, man. That's
dude,
awesome.
we we and I was like, damn. I was like, all right. So we went in to do that workout, and dude, it's just like, who's gonna carry the flag? Who's gonna carry the flag? And then the next thing you know, I'm out running, and I'm just thinking of it, and I'm like, have I been carrying the flag for my family? Have I been that role model for my kids? Have I been that role model for my crew, the younger
Yes,
guys
sir.
coming on the job? And it stuck with me. And I was like, all right, like, dude, through those runs, January 1 hit, and I kind of came pivot point for one of the other brands that I was running. And I was like, I'm just going to go out on a limb and I'm just going to do this. I was like,
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if it's going to work. I just have this gut feeling that it is. So I went to the station that day, dude, and I started designing. And, and I think that's what even makes this brand, like, this message even more meaningful. It was designed in the firehouse.
That's
Like, I
awesome, brother.
was
That's
sitting there,
awesome.
nobody knows what I'm doing, and I'm just designing. And I'm like, who's going to carry the flag? Just doesn't look sexy on stuff. Like, it doesn't look, like, like,
It
it,
sounds sexy though, bro. It's got a good ring to it.
dude, it pumps me up every time.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
and dude, and that's when I came up, with that
Beautiful,
logo,
bro.
carry the flag.
Beautiful. Do
And
you
I,
think it was that I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
no,
I'm
no,
really
no, no,
curious
no.
on your thought on this. Do you think that not only for yourself but a lot of other people that the awakening or the epiphany, like turning the leaf within your life was through self-accountability? Like, do you think at that moment in your time to where that self-accountability kicked in and you were like, man, I have absolute self-accountability for everything that's happening in my life right now, and I need to start taking the accountability to carry the flag, not for myself, but for God, for my family, for my community, for my state, my whatever it may be. Is that the turning point?
I think a little bit. I think a little
Okay.
bit because that message was there. I don't think that it hit me until I started getting the so I started doing the social media stuff, started
Yes,
getting
sir.
some traction, because I know how to do it with the other brands that I've ran. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to take 30 shirts up to NASCAR and I'm just going to try to sell them in the parking lot and see if people.
Yeah.
I was like,
You like open your vest up. You got shirts.
what do you want here?
Dude, what you want, bro?
What do you want over here? Dude, my wife's looking at me and she's like, "Can you do that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but we're gonna do it." Like,
If
I
not,
don't know.
you'll be picking me up from the police station
I'm like,
tomorrow morning.
"What's a police officer gonna do?" I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, like, I don't know," and they're
Yeah.
gonna go,
You
"Hey,
can be
dude,
like,
get
get
out."
out of here, dude. Yeah.
And so, dude, all my kids, they always go with me on pop ups unless they have something going on because I want to
Yes,
teach
sir.
them hard work and adversity. That's why I started all of this. We take those 30 shirts because I know how to print shirts and everything. And my wife and my kids came up with me, and they supported me. I mean, you know how hard it is to get out in front of people.
Yes, sir.
And I started giving my pitch, and then finally it started. It was like, okay, this is what we're about. Like, and
Can you give us a little demonstration of what the startup was like? We want to hear it,
oh,
brother.
you want to
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
the first one?
Let's hear it, bro.
Oh,
Lights, camera,
okay.
action. Let's do it.
All right. So the very first one, I get out of the truck. My wife's like, "Hey, I got to go to the bathroom." So she goes to the bathroom, and there's just this tent, probably with 6 people sitting there.
Yes,
And
sir.
I just look at my kids, and I'm like, "Dude, you got to get the first one out." I don't know what I'm gonna say, but you just got to get the first one out because you're
Yeah,
gonna look
yeah.
dumb. So I get up
100%.
there, and like I have my papers printed because I'm like
Yes, sir.
I need to just give them something to learn about the brand. So I hand them all some. I'm like, "Hey, and they're all like,
They're like, who is this guy? What?
this
We came here to watch cars race around a circle, brother. What is this guy doing?
get it?" And they're like, and I just try to start it out with the story. I'm like, "Hey,
Yes, sir.
I'm a fireman. I'm trying, I started my brand, carry the flag, and I'm out here, because a guy at work, at the fire station said, 'Who's going to carry the flag?' And everybody's just looking at me, and I'm like,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you,
Yeah,
and then I'm like,
yeah,
oh crap,
yeah.
what are you going to say? Like, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
everybody knows. Hey, come on, come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You had to coach your kids up. You're gonna be like, so you're gonna go over there. You're gonna tell them we have carry the flag. You're gonna put on the puppy eyes.
So, dude, the next time I went up to the next one, and I kind of it just so starts evolving because you're like, all right, this is what we're about. This is the
Yes, sir.
mission. And then you're like, okay, like it's all coming back. And so the next 10 I went to, the funny thing is, it actually was a paramedic that works in the same county that I'm in. He's
Oh
like, dude,
wow.
I work for it, and I'm like, we have a pretty big county, so I don't ever see everybody.
Yes, sir.
And he was like, dude, I love it. He's like, I'm gonna buy one. My wife's buying one. I'm getting one for my daughter. I
Let's
was like,
go, bro.
okay,
Dude,
all right. It's
let's
just not
go.
me. It's just not me. I think it was that next one that it was like, dude, it was probably 10 people there, and 5 of them just gravitated towards me. And so I gave it out, and it was like, hey, this is awesome. My uncle died in Vietnam. He got shot down while they were trying to take off, and they had this huge story. I was like, oh my God, like, and then there was another one there, and they were like, dude, I love what you're doing. This is what we need. This is what America's about. This is what we need.
Yes,
And
sir.
dude, like, I think we ended up selling 5, and I was like, oh my God, like, this is awesome. Then the next one I stopped at, the lady's like almost in tears. She's like, I will support you guys forever. My husband was a firefighter and he died of cancer, and I don't care how much, I'm buying a shirt.
That's awesome.
And I it was the messages. I wasn't prepared for the messages and the stories that it hit. Yeah, you want a high five that you're like, man, we're on to something. But it was right then, it was like, dude, this is bigger than a message.
Oh, 100%.
This is bigger than a message.
It's a movement, brother. It's a turning point within American history. We
Yeah.
are the words that we're saying right now and what we're documenting is a benchmark in history that will be placed within in a chapter and will be looked back upon. And I'm telling you, brother, a lot of people don't see this, but upon thinking and thinking, like my mind ruminates at night before I go to sleep, and I just have this delusion to where I know that this right here is the turning point in American history. And there's so many people that have a voice, but they feel unheard, or they have a light but it feels dim. And sometimes all you need is just a beacon of light to gravitate towards, and you bring the best out of everybody. You have one person stoking the fire so that everybody can gather and build the community for the turning point of America, brother. And that's why we did, if y'all don't know, this is why we did If Not Us Then Who, and If Not Now Then When. Because if we don't decide to make the change right this second, and when I say we, I'm talking about the viewer. I'm talking about you watching this video. We are talking about you. If you decided to get up off the couch and make a difference right this second, today, by the end of the day, you dedicated the night to, I will make a difference, whether that's going and volunteering for something in your community, or even taking your daughter in a walk through the park. It's small stuff like this that accumulate over time and change America. Love thyself, love thy neighbor, love God, and we will be unified under this amazing country. That's all it takes, brother. Chris, I know you're fired up. Give him your words, bro.
Dude,
I know you're fired up.
Dude, it's exactly what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
And if not us, then who? If not us, then who? I mean, dude, like,
Let that sink in.
how many people push it off to the next person? Oh, well, they'll pick it up and they'll do it for me, man. Like, dude, it just takes a simple picking up one flag and just going for a walk.
Yes,
Just
sir.
going for a walk. Like, I was on that run with my buddy. And my buddy, I point this picture out at our academy picture. Dude, 18 years I've known him, and he said, Chris, dude, man, I'm one person. How do I get, like, who's going to listen to me? And I was like, dude, all it takes is one person. One person that you just give them, like, kind of like what you said, is you just kind of give them that light and they follow you
Yes,
to where
sir.
it's like, all right, now that one person is pumped, and now they talk to 2 other people.
Yes, sir.
3 other people, and then,
And
dude,
it grows.
then we have this gigantic movement of positivity and American pride, where it's like, okay, like, dude, we're still here. We're still
Yes,
here.
sir. Absolutely.
So, dude, that's my story in a nutshell.
That's
But then
awesome, brother.
it leads to all this positive stuff, all this cool stuff happening, all this cool stuff. And then
Yes,
I go
sir.
to the firefighter challenge. And while I'm at the firefighter challenge, I'm doing, Instagram in the evening, catching up on everything.
Yes, sir.
And one of my followers sends, hey, you seen this guy that's been running with the flag? I was like, who?
Who
You
is
mean
it, bro?
bro needs to put a shirt on, for one.
Facts, no. Dude, we're in Florida, brother. I was running 93-degree heat talking about a shirt. No shirt, bro.
So, dude, I started watching your stuff. I'm like, this is it. Like, this guy's making a difference. And dude, that led me to messaging you, man. And
Yes, sir.
I can't remember. I'm sitting here trying to think about exactly when we started talking, because I did do the 9/11 stair climb this year.
Yes,
And
sir.
dude, I was so pumped, dude. Walked in
I was
with my
fired up.
flag.
Yeah. Brother, I did it as well. I did it on my Stairmaster at my local gym.
Yes,
And
yes.
dude, I went to every fire station within a 30-mile radius. And I was like, please, do y'all have any extra gear laying around that I could use for 2 hours? And they're like, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. And I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
please. And I texted a ton of my old friends from home, and I was like, y'all have any gear that I can use? I unfortunately couldn't get my hands on any, but I went in and I was holding the American flag, and everyone was calling me Uncle Sam. But I was in there, and then I did the 210 flights, and it was amazing, brother. It was a blessing. I believe I did it in 20 minutes, but I did
110,
disclaimer. I didn't have any weight on. I was just
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
the flag. So
So, dude, and then I did that, and I think it was maybe we started talking at that point.
I think we had DM'd over. We DM'd back and forth, and we were just sharing interests and just like hollering at each other, like, "What's up, brother?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah, dude.
And then I think you got lost in my DMs, brother. I was getting so many DMs at the time, and I was looking for your stuff, and I was like, "Oh man," I mentally responded to you, but I think it just went away, and it came back. I forget what it was. Maybe I just kept posting the video, and I believe you just kept commenting on them, and eventually I was like, "Holy crap, dude! Carry
Yeah,
the Flag's killing it, bro." And then you were posting your content. We were going back and forth, and then we ended up setting up a call, and it was just like this, bro. We were firing each other up, and then lo and behold, eventually we create this amazing clothing, and
yeah,
it's
dude.
all just been a blessing, bro. This
Yeah.
is within the span of 2 months too. We've been moving, man. It's crazy, huh?
Dude, it's it's been crazy, and I think the very first day I ran with the flag was Charlie Kirk's birthday. I
Yes, sir.
think that was the day where everybody was, "Hey, wear red," and I was like, you know what? No, I'm going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is right because uh, September 10th was Charlie Kirk's thing, so it was the weekend before. So we don't do the stair climb on September 11th because the high rise that we use, they're in business during the week, so it's always
Yes,
the
sir.
weekend before 9.
Okay. Yes,
And
sir.
so I carried the flag on on the 9/11 stair climb, and then it was Charlie Kirk's birthday where I was like, I'm going out to do it. You know,
Yeah, and I don't want to dive too much into that, but that was just absolutely awful,
yeah,
brother. That
dude,
was.
but
I think it was an awakening within American history, though. And as much as I hate to even say that, the fact that this family man, had to not sacrifice, but his life was utilized in such an amazing way, and then just stripped away from him and his family is just it's so terrible, man. And it made me sick to my stomach. I made a post about it, and it reached out to a lot of people, which I was very grateful for. But man, it was just awful, brother.
yeah, I
Even
mean,
now thinking about it.
but dude, yeah, that was where it was like, all right, like we're doing good, we're doing good here, and then I mean, dude, then you start seeing everybody else, and I told you, I said, Teague, look at what you started, man. Look at
My
all
brother.
these people carrying the flag
Yes,
while they're
sir.
running, they're rucking, dude. It
It's
all
amazing, man.
started because you were like, you know what? I need to do something. I need to do
It's
something.
crazy. There's
And
people that have been, but the thing is I'm not going to take all of the limelight here. I will say there are people that go out there continuously. I have people message me all the time on DM. Tegan, there's this old man. He passed away a couple years ago, but he used to run it down in Key West every single day with the flag for 3 years straight. So there's people out there doing this. They're just not recording it. I just want to let y'all know that I didn't necessarily start it. I just brought light to it. If
yeah,
that makes any sense.
no, dude, it's great. Yeah, because yeah, there has been like Billy. He's done. I can't remember how many ultra marathons with running with the flag. I
Beast.
was like, like
Beast.
ultra,
I'm,
like
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get to that point eventually. Don't worry about it. It's
yeah,
just, brother, it's finance. It's so expensive to buy stuff like that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
I mean, dude,
$1,400 to participate.
yeah, and then his travel, dude. He travels all around the country on it. So shout out to Billy. I
Brother,
know.
would you be interested in doing something like that with me? Like I don't know, like a Spartan. What are those little obstacles? One where you like
Dude,
run
that
in the
would be
mud and you do some. Yeah, that'd
I
be
don't know if
gangster.
everybody would like that flag getting dirty going through a
No,
Spartan.
no, 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 no. I'm saying like we wear these shirts, or even if we did like a 10K together or a half
Dude,
marathon. I don't know if that's something
I
you'd be
would
up
be.
for, but.
So I used to do the half Ironman, and I did the full Iron.
Whoa, dude, I did not know this, brother. Why'd
Yes,
you put this away? Why didn't you tell
so
me this?
I did the half Ironman 4 times, and then I did the full Ironman once because I wanted to push myself to see how far I could go. And
Yes,
uh,
sir.
dude, it's a pounding on a bigger dude's body. Like,
Yeah, no, I can only imagine, bro.
yeah. So
Dude, let's get a half Ironman in, brother. Let's plan it for next year. Come on.
you're not gonna buy a bike. Them things are not
Oh
cheap,
my goodness, you're right.
dude. Those
Oh
bikes,
goodness.
it's crazy. I think I spent
Dang.
like 3 grand on my first one, and that was what 10 years ago now. They're so freaking
How many
expensive.
miles do you do with the bike? In the
56 on a half is 56, and then 112 on. But first, first on a half is a 1.2 mile swim, and then a 56-mile bike, and then a 13.1 mile run.
That's awesome, bro.
And
I
then
definitely got to get me one in.
the full is 2.4 mile swim, 112-mile bike, and then a 26.2 mile run.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
amazing.
dude, let's reel back in. But yeah,
Yes,
dude,
sir.
there definitely is a lot of OGs out there, and salutes to them.
Yes, sir.
This isn't about you or I. This is about us.
Yes, sir.
It's not left or right. It's America, and dude,
It's
that's
America, bro. Dude, there's so much political involvement with this gorgeous flag right here, and it's so frustrating. And I understand that you need politics, especially within a democratic and sovereign nation. Whenever you have political views obstructing relationships within family and within friends, and the fact that it's like, oh, I'm Republican and you claim to be a liberal and I claim to be a Republican and we hate each other just because we're that. Are we being for real? Like, we can't just have contrasting beliefs.
Yeah,
I truthfully think the unification starts with setting aside the beliefs and just being like, hey, man, you are my neighbor. I love you because you're a human created in the image of God. And I don't care. Obviously, we are going to disagree. We're never going to see eye to eye. So let's put that aside and
that's what
let's
America's
represent the
about. Yeah.
America. Exactly. We're in this country right here. Obviously, we tolerate no disrespect on the flag. No disrespect. But
But
we
yeah, dude,
salute our soldiers, we salute our first responders, we salute even everybody in the community. We salute our blue collar workers, our farmers, even our white collar workers. We support everybody that contributes as a functioning member society within America. Do not bash the flag and set aside your views within politics, and don't let it drive a wedge between you and the people you love. And that's the unification of the American people, sprinkled with a little bit of love and joy on top. And we got us an American Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Cherry on top.
dude.
That's the happy ending, bro.
So what's if not us, then who? What's that mean to you? I know you went
That's a
into it
great
before,
question.
but
That's
what
a
is
great
it?
question.
Yeah,
Brother, if we don't decide, if you watching this video, I know I said this just a moment ago, but if you watching this video don't decide to make a difference, you're just like everybody else that decided to just brush it past. You understand that if you push it to the next person, like Chris said, or if you set it aside and say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, there is no such thing as tomorrow, Rocky. There is no tomorrow. That's one of my favorite quotes of all time. I love Rocky. Apollo, damn it, Rock, what's the matter with you? Tomorrow. There is no tomorrow, bro. Right now. We need
did,
to contribute
did we
right
just
now.
become best friends, dude? I
We need
watch
to do it
Rocky all
right
the
now.
time.
I love Rocky. It's one of my favorite movie series of all time. And there's so much truity in that statement. If we don't decide to do something, if you don't decide to do something right now, something small to contribute, I don't even care if you do something as small as go into the park and give someone a compliment. Just say, hey, I love your shoes today. And they're going to be like, oh, my goodness, you're going to make their day so much better. And then maybe they'll pass the compliment on. Or even just shoot smiles around. It's just small things that make such a heavy impact, but it starts with you. So please, Chris, tell me how you feel about if not you, then who? Or
Dude,
if not us, then who, I should say.
dude, this is our time.
Yes, sir.
This is our time. And like I said, I know there's an age gap between you and I, but this is our time. And dude, and I told you during all of this, I was like, dude, you're gonna be the light for the younger generation. You know,
Same for you, brother.
yeah. And like I said, there's just too many times that I've seen it pushed down the road. Oh, here they'll take care of it. They'll take care of it. It'll be good. And then we end up where we're at right now. This is our responsibility to carry the flag, just like what's behind you. And I'm like, dude, I need a flag behind me. You know,
You've got some room right there, brother. You can definitely fit one in.
I got my academy picture. And I've got this, but this is our time, and my
Yes, sir.
kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids, dude. It hit me when I was talking to somebody about 3 weeks ago now, and I was like, dude, this isn't just going to affect my kids. This is going to affect my grandkids, my great grandkids. Like, this is us now picking it up for them. And then
Yes,
you know
sir.
what their responsibility is? It's to pick it up for the next generation.
Absolutely, brother.
But I feel like we've been dropping it a little bit, and we need to pick it back up
No,
because
absolutely.
just modern day technology's going on. Everybody's busy. Now you've got everybody in the house working, and everybody forgets it. It's like, hey, dude, like, a lot of guys sacrificed what we have. Guys and women sacrifice a
Correct.
lot for
Yes, sir.
that flag, for what we have. Like you
Yes,
said,
sir.
it's not just military, it's just not first responders. It's the hard workers of America that
Yes,
keeps
sir.
going. We're all bunched up into one. So, dude, that's what, if not us, then who? Who's going to pick it up?
Who is, bro? The answer is you. You're going to pick it up. Watching this video, you.
Yeah.
Pick up the torch. We
Yeah.
lit the spark, and we need people to grab the torch. Whenever you see a movie, right? Like I just watched Gangs of New York recently, an amazing movie.
Dude, that's a great.
And whenever they revolt or whenever they're going into marching to battle, all of them at night have a torch and they're carrying it side by side, walking. All it needs is a one person to lead and then people to follow with a torch and carry it. And then whenever you're looking to pass the torch to a brother, a sister, to your your son, your daughter, whatever it may be, the time comes able to do that, but it just needs to start right here with you. You can't expect somebody else to do it for you, because then that just leaves a ton of lackluster, like a ton of stuff in the air, which we do not want, because that does not cause a revolution. That does not cause a change. The change
Yeah.
starts with you.
Be
That's the
the
whole point.
change. Be
Be
the
the change,
change.
brother. Be the light. Be the light. Don't
Yeah.
come home from work and be all mad at your children and push aside focusing on your physical health and well-being, because you want to be able to see your children and your family for as long as absolutely possible. Go for that walk every 15 minutes a day. Start prioritizing what you intake within your body. It's just the small things within life that a lot of people try and hammer out the gate. They're like, oh, I'm going to change. They try and do like an identity crisis, like a change, like a cleanse and a rebirth. And it's like, look, change one thing a day, and that's what will allow for your growth and for you to be the leader and the light within your family. That's all
Totally
it takes.
agree. Discipline and consistency.
Yes, sir.
And I tell people, if you're trying to make that change, don't do 75 hard right off the bat.
No, sir.
It's
No, sir.
okay. Let's reel this in, dude.
Yeah.
We told our followers to ask some questions.
Q&A, baby. Q&A time. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited.
All right, I'm gonna, dude. I'm gonna read through them. I got some questions also that I want to ask you.
Sweet. Same here.
Cool. So that, dude, like I said, everybody can get to know us and can get to know, like I said, the collaboration, dude. I'm pumped for it. Like I said, I wanted to know more about your brand and what you're about, and so, dude, here we go. All right,
let's do it. Hey, wait. Quick disclaimer. We're going to be doing this every single Sunday. We're probably going to be jumping on podcasts, speaking about our mission and whatnot, and also doing Q&As. So if you have any questions, please just send them to our pages within our comments or DMs throughout the week, and we'll, accumulate a list to where we eventually answer all of them at the end of the week.
Awesome. Yeah, dude. Disclaimer, I do work some Sundays, so it won't be.
Okay, all right. We'll figure it out. We'll do it on a Saturday, whatever.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
sir.
Cool. Okay. I'm not even going to try to pronounce names because I'm horrible at pronunciation.
I'm going to try to, y'all. Don't worry.
Javi, California.
Okay.
Hey, brother. What size, and it says site, but I think he says shirt, do you wear? Now, let me add this on. Javi, before he's got to wear a shirt, okay?
I did the courtesy of the show. I showed y'all a bit of courtesy. I put some clothing on, man. This is really the only thing I wear. I promise y'all. If not, I'm shirtless all day.
It's just guys that are jealous of the 6-pack and everything. That
No.
What size shirt do you wear?
I wear a size medium, brother.
Medium,
and
all right.
I'm about. I don't know if y'all are looking for dimensions or whatever, but I'm about 6'7". 225 pounds. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, look
no. I'm 6'1", about 175. It fits me pretty well. If you have longer arms, I definitely suggest going with a large. They fit pretty true to size, though. Okay, I thought I had underwear on, but I'm good.
Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, he's got the. All right, I love it, man. Dude, love it. Yeah.
There we go. They fit pretty true to size, so if you want an oversized, definitely bump a size up.
In two, man, like we talked about this design, dude. There was so many conversations, so many designs that I sent over, and finally we got on a phone call, and you said, "If not us, then who, Chris?" And
that's all it starts with. That's how you started your brand. That's how I started my brand. It's crazy how that works. It just takes one seed to be planted, brother.
And literally, that's. I wrote it down. I looked at you. I said, "That's what the design's gonna be."
That's it, bro. That's it.
And coming into our next question,
let's do it.
JBS 2271 says, "You need a T-shirt that says, 'What's up, baby?' The flag. That's what's up." And I was like, "That's a pretty good."
I kind of like that. Not a question, but I do love that.
I see Happy Fighter's first shirt right there.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna put "What's up, baby" on something.
Your next one.
Yes, sir.
Like, all right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. What's her name again?
JBS 2271.
Well, shout out to her, man. You rock. Thanks for the idea. I'm definitely gonna take that into account for sure.
This one, he's an inspiration. Yes.
Let's go.
what's your workout routine? Like
Oh
what
my
kind of
goodness,
like
brother.
what is your, because I have like a weekly and then kind of a daily chop down. What do you think is like your weekly and daily?
Okay. Well, I'll start off with me first, and then I'll
Yeah,
pass you the
yeah,
torch, and you can
yeah.
tell the people, brother. I go, obviously, y'all know, I run every single day with the American flag to unify the American people. No exceptions. And I don't know if y'all know, but I had a staph infection a couple weeks ago. I walked with the flag. And if my legs got blown off somehow, I'd crawl with the flag. And if my arms and limbs went away, I'd shimmy with the flag. I will find a way. Wheelchair, I will have somebody push me. I don't care. I promise y'all, I'm fully dedicated to this because I feel
All right,
like
all
this
right.
is my purpose given by God. So I
I love,
run every single day,
I
and
love
that
it.
generally changes up. Like I don't really have a specific amount of miles that I go for. I kind of just run, and then when I start feeling weak, I turn around and go home. So like run as absolutely far as I can, and I'm like, holy crap. I'm on my knees begging for God to give me strength, and I'm like, all right, let's turn around and do the same thing again. 50% done. Some days I'm super busy too, so I'll do 3 miles or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
that's the running portion of it.
Yeah. So like for me, I have like specific days. It's like, hey, I try to lift one day, circuit one day, and then run. So what's
Well,
your,
brother, we work out 2-3 times a day,
yeah,
minimum.
'cause you
And
you work
everybody's
the
like,
gym,
"Oh,
right?
rest this, rest that." I work at a gym, yes sir. I do personal training at Luxworks Fitness, and I'm always there. We do boxing, we do a ton of cool stuff. But besides the fact, I do weight training 4 to 5 times a week. I've been out of the MMA loop because I had the staph infection. I'm just taking time off to fully heal from it before getting back towards it. And I've been fully healed, but I've just been a bit skeptical in all honesty. But I
Yeah,
usually did MMA slash jujitsu slash kickboxing 6 times a week. And if I'm not doing that, I'm doing some sort of intense cardio interval training like assault bike or sprints or something like that. There's 2 to 3 workouts that happen every single day. If not, I've got a little rig back here in my backyard. I hit 4 sets of bench press and curls, pull ups, all that stuff. I'm always getting to work, baby,
gotcha.
because I believe in leading by example. I can't sit here and say if not us then who. Prioritize your health and then be sitting on my duff eating donuts. So it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
eat red meat and eggs and stuff like that, and
Hell yeah,
uh,
dude.
completely God given food, and then just make it happen, bro.
And so what I'm reading here, dude, is maybe some people want your workout routine. Maybe you can put something together for some people,
I
and
definitely
you know,
would love to do
and,
that. That'd be
and let's
amazing.
let's put on here, if you are interested, give them an email. We'll make
Yeah.
sure to tag this and
Or
send them.
or a DM or something. We'll pop something up on the
Yeah,
screen that y'all be able to see. And yeah.
definitely. Sorry, let
And
me.
then same for you, brother. What's your workout routine look
Dude,
like?
I go weekly. Like I said,
Okay.
it's usually I'll try to hit like a heavy lift, and I usually do just very very. I try to do as much weight as I can. So about
You do
six.
it at like 4 in the morning too, don't you?
Yeah. So
Yeah, there you go.
mine's a little different with having kids. I started way back in the day of trying to get my workout done before they wake up. So,
Yes, sir.
dude,
I
I've
love
been.
that, brother. That's awesome. Way to take initiative, for real. That's sick.
It's just been a huge thing. So yeah, run days. I'll be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I try to hit it at 5:15. Be
Yes, sir.
outside at 5:15 and try to do uh, an hour, maybe 6 7 miles. But
6, 7. Sorry, that's for my younger
oh
audience.
yeah, yeah.
They'll get it. I'm sorry I had to. 6, 7.
And then like I said, and then I'll try to do like a circuit workout. I'll go out and I kind of do like a basketball court where I'll do bear crawls, push ups.
Oh, sweet.
I push
Like more
different
CrossFit
reps.
and body weight kind of thing.
Yeah, try to keep it always changing just because of my job. I don't
Yes,
know
sir.
what the perfect thing is, but that's kind of the way it is. I usually do like maybe Saturday, Sunday rest days, or just one day during the week. That's a rest day. So just kind of depends. And sometimes at the firehouse, like we're up all night, and
Yes,
that
sir.
next morning workout that like last night we had 2 calls after midnight. I didn't wake up to work out this morning, so. That's kind of what my workout routine is like.
Yes, sir. That's sweet, bro. I'll tell you what. Let me take over the next question for you.
Oh,
I had somebody ask this question. I just want to say this is one of the greatest questions I've ever heard. What would you title? Or sorry, this is by Miss. Oh no, Misoreah 16. Missoria. Missoria. I'm almost
oh,
confident. Missoria 16 said, "What would you title this chapter of your life, Chris, and why?" That's one that hits home, isn't it? She said that, and I was like, Dang, that's a good one.
Man, I could easily put it as who's going to carry the flag.
Yeah. But that
Let's,
seems a bit cliche. Let's dig a little deep here. I'm putting you on the spot. I know this is going to be hard, but it's like a mental exercise.
dude, be the change.
I love that, dude.
Be the change. I did a podcast probably about a month ago. It hasn't released, and we had this really good conversation. It was a lady that I met at the firefighter challenge, and it, like I said, these conversations come up, and she's like, "You can always just be the person that changes." And she was like, "Be the change," and I was like, "All right." Like, you think about it, and you're like, "Be the change. Be the person to change.
That's
Change."
awesome, bro. That's awesome. I love it, dude. Be the change. It's true, people. And he is leading by example. This is not a joke, guys. This is for real.
Lead
That's
by
awesome,
example
brother.
is a good one too. All right, dude.
Yeah.
Let's reverse it. What's yours?
All right, so I cheated a little bit.
Oh, you got to think about it
I
because
wrote a
this one.
talk point down. I even sat with this. This was such a great question in my opinion. I sat with it for a couple minutes and I ended up coming with, if I were to have a title for this chapter and explain why the title would be that, it'd be Chasing the Unknown with Unreasonable Certainty. Chasing the unknown with unreasonable certainty. And when I say the unknown, I mean, a lot of people, it's hard to explain to people the process behind what Chris and myself are trying to achieve. The process behind waking up every single day and not knowing whether you will reach out to a ton of people or not knowing whether you're guaranteed orders to be able to financially support your family. Or there's a lot of what ifs within what we do, within entrepreneurship and everything. And those what ifs, I send my prayers up to God and I give them to him. And I understand, hey, look, I am put on this earth to make a difference, and I will do whatever it takes, even if the path hasn't been forged. If the destination is not clear and I cannot see it in the distance, I don't care. I'm going to create the path and the destination for others to follow behind me. Because I don't care if nobody's been there. I'd actually prefer that. I'd rather be the one that explores the cave that is unexplored with the torch so that people following behind me feel more comfortable that way. I'm willing to put my life on the line for this. So with unreasonable certainty, I see my destination and I understand that it is my purpose to be doing this within my life. So I did cheat, and I wrote that down, but it resonated so much with me. And I just want to say thank you for that question because it was an amazing question and it woke me up.
Dude, you are exactly right, man. I mean, like me, going out in January and just going on with my gut feeling of just taking the leap of faith and starting this brand and
Yes,
not
sir.
knowing what was going to come of it. Yesterday morning, I go out for my run with the flag. I don't know how people are going to react to it, and honestly,
You don't know if you're going to get ran over with a car, brother. Seriously, and it sounds extreme, but there's some people out there, guys.
in my mind. It's in my
You know,
mind. I,
but if
I
not us, then who? Like, come on, like, you
dude,
know?
somebody, we exactly, dude. You
Yes,
can't.
sir.
But yes, it's the unknown. Hey, how are people going to react to me carrying this flag? Because, dude, I don't do it just in the same spot, and I know you don't do it in the same spot. I travel around, and so when I go to the station, I park, and then I go for a different route. I was like,
Yes,
because
sir.
I need to hit different people. Because if I just hit my same town every time, they're gonna be like, all
Yeah.
right, dude, we get it. Like,
I don't know, dude. The
you know,
people here love it. I usually start in roughly the same spot. I run through my downtown Newport Richie, and everybody there, they show a lot of love. And I see them almost every day,
so
so it's great. But yeah, even then, switching it up is definitely crucial because if you're predictable and they know what route you're running at what time, that's when you get into the sketchy business. So I like switching
yeah.
up the times and the
So
location slightly.
yes, I love to run at 5:15 p.
Dude, I'm scared. So one of the things I think we need to start implementing, Chris, is community runs. We need to do either like a charity or a nonprofit or something for people to come join because I think putting a face to it would be better. I know obviously we're creating the impact online, but having something in person I think would help people connect.
I think
Whether
that
we
would
did like a 5K or something like that, like you did one up in Kansas, I did one down in here in Florida, we had other people in other spots doing it so everybody can join, and we did like a virtual 5K or something like that. I just think that would help with the connection of the community and it'd make it more hands-on. It's just, I would like to tell y'all, it is sketchy, and when you think about telling someone exactly where I'm going to be and at what time, you almost look back at, I hate to even bring it up again, the Charlie Kirk instance.
Yeah. Trust
But
me,
it's
dude.
like,
The
but
cross is mine.
yeah, it's definitely terrifying. Um, but I think it's what we need to start doing. I think that's the next step, brother. And then wearing this, I think if we
To
had a
be
pop-up
continued.
shop, everybody would just love to join the movement from there. So I think that
Yeah.
could definitely be the next
I
step,
think
brother.
I think it's almost one of those like things that it's just an unannounced. It's an announce, but like, hey, this is where we're gonna be.
Yes, sir.
I
I
think it's
definitely
a
think
great idea.
I definitely think we need to start doing that because
We'll,
that's
we'll
what'll
be
start tying
working
it
on
in.
that.
Or creating a run club or something. I may create a run club, so keep your eyes peeled, guys. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I like it, dude. Adam Terezi,
Uh-oh.
how do you strengthen your ability to rely on the Holy Spirit?
Oh, my goodness. That is an amazing question, brother. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I thank God for being alive. And I think if you do anything else, like grab your phone, your brain is like 30% more impressionable in the morning. Therefore, I invite the Holy Spirit in the morning to get that 30% boost because I want all the Holy Spirit. I want all of it flowing throughout me. So if you make that impression in the morning, you create that tidal wave, that tsunami, and then for the rest of the day, you just ride it, brother. You just ride it. And I mean, the Holy Spirit's always within you, brother. And if you're looking for it, you don't have to. You just need to look inside, brother, because it's in there somewhere. I promise you that. So if you start waking up and doing deep meditative breaths and praying to God, I guarantee you that you'll start finding your walk with the Holy Spirit a lot better, brother.
And I think too, when you're out on those runs and you're by yourself.
Oh, I'm praying to God for strength, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, and you look around and you actually look at the earth and all this stuff, and
Yes, sir.
it's just you just can't help but just be so strong and clear to you
Yes,
while
sir.
you're out there. And I know
No, I
people are
completely
like, "Oh,
agree.
well, you're a run." You know, it's just it's weird to explain to people when you're out there and you just
You know what the weirdest part is too? When I'm hanging my head the lowest and I'm telling God, give me the strength, like, oh my goodness, I am whooped right now. Bro, 10 honks within the matter of 2 minutes. Honk, honk, let's go, bro. And it's like, how? How did that just happen? And then you're looking at it, you're like, dude, that's so amazing. And then you pick your head back up and it lifts your spirit, and you're like, oh my gosh, people are out here for me, bro.
Yeah, I will tell you, if you have not ran with the flag, it is very inspiring and very invigorating. Like, dude,
That's a great word.
it's a
I
different
agree.
feeling. And I mean, dude, and I know you can probably contest this. Sometimes you push your pace a little bit
Oh, bro,
faster than you do.
way faster. And then I end up getting tired.
Dude, there was this one when I was doing that 7-day challenge when I was getting ready to announce what a collaboration. Dude, the wind was like 30 or 40 miles an hour, and I'm out
Wow.
there with that flag.
And it was fighting back, wasn't she? She was like,
I got done. I
brother,
looked at my kids. I'm like, I am dead. I am
dead.
dead.
Yes,
Like it
sir.
whooped me. You wouldn't think that just holding a flag like that would, man,
Or
it was
even every single time someone honks, we're like, let's go, baby. So you're like, imagine how many shoulder raises we're doing, bro.
dude, I do
It
it.
gets
I do
tiring.
it.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
need to challenge everybody that if you're carrying the flag, every time a car goes by, you lift it up.
Yes, sir.
You lift it up. Because dude, at
Yeah.
the end, you're like, man, that is a shoulder work. And then you
Yes,
got
sir.
like a line of cars coming to you, and you're just like this.
It up. One question I have for you: Do you prefer running with traffic or against traffic when you have the flag?
Dude, I always run against so I can see
Against just
what's
to see.
coming. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. But I've had, if I'm on like US 19 or something like that, and there's space between the sidewalk and there, I've found a lot of success in running with traffic. But I agree. I like running against traffic because of the
I
fact
can
that you can
see.
see. Yes, sir.
And I think it's better when you run against because you can make eye contact with the people coming towards
And
you.
wave. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then you get that
Raise the
pop.
flag. Let's go, baby. Yeah, let's go. And a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of times, I don't know if you've had some success with this, but I point a lot. Like, I'll be running, I point at them like this. I'm like, here he is. And they're like, let's go, baby. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good one.
dude.
Yes, sir.
It's so crazy, man. Um, will you run across the country just to spread the word?
Yes. Yes is the answer to that. And the only
Oh, hold
tough
on,
thing,
hold on. Mandy, I love.
Oh, I
Mandy,
got that right now.
Mandy
Mandy
love.
Love. All
Yep.
right, Mandy Love. I would absolutely love to run in like every state. If I could do a marathon in every state, I promise you I would. The only thing that's holding me back is financials. It is extremely hard to be able to financially support something like that. So if there's any potential sponsors that would love to do that, I'm sure Chris would want to get in on this as well. If there's any sponsors that want to sponsor here, we can throw you on. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But if we have something to financially support that, I would absolutely love to. I just don't have the financial abundance to be able to support something like that right now. But
I I
I'd
feel like
love that.
Mandy was listening on to our very first conversation.
Seriously, bro. Seriously. Oh, I remember us talking about that at
Yeah,
first.
I was
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, it's gonna happen one day. We're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
do it across freaking United States. Let's do
Yes,
it.
sir. We're gonna do it, bro. I'm excited. That's a great
Hey,
question. Thank you for
and it's
asking, Mandy.
recorded now, so
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. So speaking
we
of
called this.
sponsors, if you're seeing this video, reach out to our emails. Mine is in my bio, and I believe Chris is as well. Reach out to us, and we will talk to you about sponsorships, okay? We have to agree with whatever you're doing, though. Like, we're not going to do some soy protein or some bullcrap we don't believe in. Like, come to us with some true American pride and dignity, okay? And then we'll support what you got going on. We
Yeah.
promise it. Because we love supporting local business peoples, man,
Oh,
100%.
of course, dude.
Because we know how it is ourselves. It's tough.
Yeah. Uh, what got you started on this journey? Which you already kind of did.
Yes,
But
sir.
here's the other side of it. Who's been your biggest influence?
Man. See, I'm gonna try not to tear up when I say this, but my
It's all right.
father, man, my father, he he's done so much for myself and my family, man. It's hard to even put into words how appreciative I am for everything he's done, and it's all been just out of the pure love of his heart. I mean, ever since we were younger, he's not technically my biological father, which I don't like sharing, but I am feeling vulnerable today, luckily,
All right,
but
dude, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah, yeah.
He ever since a young age, he took myself, my mom, and my older brother in, and he treated us immediately with just love and respect and everything a father should be, and he's fulfilled that role fully and beyond. And I just couldn't have asked for more of a better father than him. And obviously, he's the reason that this all happened. Like he's the one who rolled up on me and took the video, and I don't want to undermine anything that he's ever done. That's truly amazing, but it's just like the smallest fraction of the things that he's done for me, the amount of support that he's given towards every aspect and facet of my life. He's the most amazing man I've ever met. And um, the reason that I pride myself on being so joyful and so loving and so caring is truthfully because of him and my mom. Him and my mom are my heroes, especially my brother, my older brother Costin, and my younger brother Jude, and my sister Sophia. My family is just the most loving and caring, providing family that I could have ever asked for. It's
Yeah.
truthfully a blessing, brother.
I mean,
How about yourself, man? I don't want to take too much of the limelight. I'd love for you to share as well, brother.
yeah,
Who's
no,
your role
dude. I
model? Who?
was just gonna mention. I was like, dude, your dad took that video, and that's what started all of this. And
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
dude, the hardest thing about this is having the support around from people, especially kind of
100%.
like what you were saying with a chapter of your life is you never, dude, when you start something new, there's always the negativity. All
Always.
you need is just somebody to support you. All you need is that one time that somebody's like, dude,
Once.
I love what you're doing. And
Yes,
then
sir.
it's like, all right, I'll make it another day.
That's right.
It's definitely hard. So it's that support. And I mean, dude, it's my family, man. My wife and my kids. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
dude, like they were the ones that went up to the speedway with me and stood by me at one of my most vulnerable spots. Like, dude,
Yes,
it
sir.
is hard to get in front of somebody and tell them what you're doing and what you're about.
Especially in front of the people you love with a dream that nobody
Oh,
else can
dude,
see.
I will tell you, there was one guy, and I won't ever forget it, that he was very disrespectful in front of my kids and my wife. And my wife was like, I literally was about to come unglued. And he was a
Yeah.
police officer in the city that I used to work for, and it was very disrespectful, and I about lost it. My wife was like, I can't believe he said that in front of your kids. And I was like,
The audacity some people have, brother. It's
I
fascinating.
almost, I mean, dude, there's been times, but this was very disrespectful. And
Yes,
again,
sir.
I will always remember that guy.
Yes, sir.
But dude, yeah, it's definitely my family because, dude,
That's awesome.
and you know how hard it is, dude. It's a very long struggle, and the sacrifices that they make with me traveling around or me having to print shirts at night or catch up on social media DMs. I mean,
Yes, sir.
dude, I can imagine how many DMs you get if I know how much I get. So yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, brother. Hey, well, I got a
That's
question
how
for
we
you,
do
my
it,
friend. We're
right?
loading it up. That's how we do it, baby. You're right. We got a question here from CatCat64378789. And I just want to say, CatCat, before I mention this question, you comment on every single one of my videos, and I just want to say I love you and you're super awesome. And it's not even just emojis either. I mean, I have a ton of people commenting on every one of my videos. So if you're seeing this, thank you. I love you. But she specifically puts like a little mini paragraph or something, and she's really engaging. I just love speaking to her all the time. She's
You're
amazing. So,
awesome.
Cat, thank you for commenting. The question is, Chris, have you or will you ever consider going into politics? And I wanted to save this one for you. I know we've talked about this previously, but I know you've got the perfect answer for it, so I wanted to leave it to you, brother.
Dude, I know what I mean, dude, I worked for a bigger city and I still work for a city and I see the politics being moved around. If not us, then who? Somebody's going to have to pick it up and do it because I
100%.
see the corruption and the bad stuff that happens in politics, but I know how much time it takes. I can imagine what politicians go through. So I'm not taking it off the table because we need good people in there to do it.
Absolutely, brother.
And the
To
corruption,
fight the good
people
fight.
wouldn't
Yeah.
imagine the corruption that I've seen just in
No
just
joke.
being a firefighter.
No
Like
joke.
I'm dealing with it right now at my department right now,
Yes,
and
sir.
I really want to talk about it, but I'm like,
It's hard because once you pass that threshold, cat, there's no going back. It's like once you pass that finish line, the gates. It's like in the one Bruce Lee movie, he runs into that little cave and goosh, the door comes around. He turns around, goosh, the door comes down, and he sits down and he's locked in there. There's nothing he can do. So it is something that we want to explore for sure. It's just hard because that's not even necessarily exactly what we're targeting right now. With this campaign, with this mission, we're targeting the fact that we
yeah,
should be putting the politics aside and we should be unifying and loving one another and spreading positivity. See, now, potentially in the future, maybe, but also we don't want to go pissing people off. That's not our goal, you know?
yeah, true.
But it's definitely on the table, so definitely keep your eyes peeled out towards that.
I
Chris and I
think
got some communicating behind the camera to do for sure.
what would be really cool is if we could get to a point of where we're like, hey, we know this person, we've talked to this person, they're a good person. Here's a list of the good people that because I mean, dude, there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on, and I mean, dude, I see it all the time. And again, I'm dealing with the city that I'm working with. I'm appalled because I'm like, this is really happening right in my backyard. I
Yes, sir.
left another department and knew the politics there, come to another department, and it's like, here it is again. I can't believe it, you know? So,
You're
yeah.
right. We might need to jump
We don't
into it.
want to go
We're
down that
definitely
road.
going to talk about it. I
It's
definitely think it's something Chris and I can jump into for sure.
it's definitely something that says, hey, if not us, then who?
Yes, sir.
It's just like picking up that flag because we need good people to start picking it up. And I mean, dude, like this is why it's hard for some good people to get into it. It's because it takes so much time. And if you have a family, you have a job, you have, your wife's working, you have
You
kids.
got to pay the bills somehow and put food on the table, brother. And
It's
it's like
really
us talking about politics doesn't provide that.
yeah.
But once we have this movement going, y'all have been ordering it, and we really appreciate y'all shooting these shirt orders and stuff like that. Speaking of, we're gonna do like a little promotion or something. If you haven't ordered one yet and you want one, you've been looking at it the whole time and are like, holy crap, that's awesome. Go to carrytheflagusa.com. It's in his bio as well as mine on Instagram and Facebook and all that fun stuff. If not, we're gonna put the website right here, and it is literally the top of the page. We have T-shirts. We've got hoodies for people in colder states up north. And I'm telling you guys, if I'm telling y'all, this is the change right here. This is the time in history in which you punch your ticket to be a benchmark in history to echo for the rest of eternity and for
Let's
time.
do it, dude.
Join the movement,
I'm
baby. We got the link right here. Join the movement. And this shirt it's not just a t-shirt. When you wear this, you shouldn't feel like you're just like repping it just for the colors, the blue, red, and white. You should be, or I should say white, red, and blue. Sorry. You should be wearing this to make you feel as if you're a part of the revolution. You stand as a soldier within an army that is willing to stand up for their beliefs and do whatever it takes to fight for those beliefs.
Dude, I write it in my cards. It's like, hey, this isn't a shirt. This is a reminder of who you are.
Who you are.
And
this is what you represent. Amen,
yeah,
brother. Yes,
dude,
sir.
Love it. Hey, and go back. What started this journey and who's been the biggest influence? That was Joey C.
Yes, sir.
He asked that.
Sweet. Well, let's see here. Let's do one or two more questions. We'll do one myself and then one for you, and then we'll do like a little wrap-up segment because we're just creeping up here on like an hour, 10, hour 15.
Yeah, gotcha.
We're making good pacing. We'll do one more question each, do a little summary, and then should be good to go, brother.
Gotcha. Let's see.
Here, I'm going to ask a question for myself, and then after that, you can ask a question for yourself. Someone said, do you do cameos or have a community? And I've got a funny story for this one. I had somebody hit me up a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, brother, you have Cameo. And I was like, I honestly don't even know what that really is. So I did a little research, and it's like personal videos you make for people, and they pay you to like react to stuff or whatever. And he goes, I've got a funny video. I don't want it to be posted on the internet, but I want you to react to it because I think you're amazing and awesome. And I was like, all right, brother, I'll do it. And I did it, and he sent me money for it. And I was like, this is interesting. I was like, all right, it wasn't nothing weird or nothing. If you're looking for a cameo, look, I'll do it. It's sure. Don't ask me to. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it
weird or anything.
Yeah. Keeping it weird, you're gonna get blocked, buddy. That's for sure. But if you have something, sure. If you want me to react to something, I would love that, brother. And as it comes for a community, I've been thinking about either doing solo podcasts or starting like a subscription-based something on, I don't know, Instagram or whatever it may be, just $1 a month or something like that for people to join in and actually have hands-on talks with me and get to be a part of the movement. But to be able to support this movement financially, there needs to be something there. So I'm not sitting here begging for y'all's money, but if you want the opportunity to come speak with me and be in a community full of like-minded people, and let me not even say that. It sounds like I'm selling a course. It's so gay. Sorry. If you want to join up and be part of the movement, then please do.
Dude, it's hard, and I understand because a lot of people like you said, financially this is hard. We're not.
Yes, sir.
It's not like we're killing it.
No, sir. But we're not begging for your money either. Yeah. We're not going to sit here and try and monetize everything. We're just making it to where the money that we make is 100% reinvested to what we're doing. Obviously, every dollar is appreciated.
Because again, dude, for us to run across America and do these things, it's not free. And
no,
so
absolutely
it's
not.
It's hard for us to keep doing what we're doing if, just for free.
Yes, sir.
So I get it, and I'm sure everybody gets what you're saying and everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, dude. This is my question for you because I do get a lot of people asking me, how do you feel the first how do you get past that initial being scared of running with the flag when you very first ran with it, or just kind of feeling out of place, feeling weird, or how did you feel that first time that you picked it up and ran with it?
How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Are you willing to put other people's opinions in front of the things that you believe and so desire? Are you willing to allow people, flesh, to judge you? I'm worried about God judging me, brother. I fear God. I don't fear men. I will run through the darkest of valleys with that American flag, for I'm protected with the armor of God, brother. For any evil or spirits that try and infiltrate that armor, it is impossible. There is no chinks. For I carry the American flag, the weight of the American people, for the soldiers, the first responders, the people. I am not scared. I am not intimidated by any evil beings in any way. Brother, anybody that judges me, you understand that just makes me go harder and do what I do. So if you're scared and you're intimidated, you just don't want it bad enough. Because do you think that men that fought in wars weren't scared? They were terrified. But it's the camaraderie, it's the brotherhood, it's the fact that they still did it beyond. That's what courage is. That's what bravery is. It's being scared. It's not the lack of fear. It's the fact that you have fear, but you still decided to take action. So it's okay to be fearful. It's okay to be shocked, it's frightened, and like, I don't know what people think of me. It's the step that you decide to take next that builds the courageous mindset, or builds the bravery and the building blocks and the foundation for you to actually follow in what you believe. And it's like, if you don't believe it that much and you're afraid of people judging you, I hate to be this stern and stubborn, my friend, but it's like, you just don't want it bad enough.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, it is like I've been telling people, you feel like you're out there by yourself.
Yes, sir.
Think about everybody on here that agrees with the message and the movement that we're creating. So
Absolutely.
if you feel like you're out there by yourself, we are behind you.
Absolutely. And you shoot us you shoot a little video and you add us on it. We will comment on it, repost it. We are sharing your stuff because this is what we believe in.
Dude, I get so pumped every single time.
Pumped, bro. I'm gonna go for a run here in like 30 minutes. Let's go, dude. I'm psyched. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. That's what I just started telling everybody. You know, it's hard to get to a point of your life of where there's just a circle of people. And it doesn't matter what all those other people think. It's what do those people in the circle think? You know, those are your most important, and you know, family and close friends. Everybody.
Even I will shoot a disclaimer. Even if the people you love don't support you, if it's something that you believe in that much, take the leap of faith. As I said before, what's the chapter that I said before? Chasing the unknown with unreasonable certainty. Certainty. If you want to take that leap of faith, take it, brother. They may not understand now. Everybody says you're crazy until it works, and then you're a genius. Everybody making videos, they look stupid at first. You're like, oh, I feel stupid. Dude. I feel like this isn't going to work. I started Happy Fighter and it wasn't successful or profiting within the first 6 months. What is happening? And it's the leap of faith that allows the risk to open the gates for reward. Because everybody's heard high risk, high reward. It's true. If you're willing to do what other people don't do, if you want to be exceptional, you have to be the exception. That's how it works.
Dude, we talk about it all the time.
All the time, brother.
We're not perfect. There's several takes that, we talk about it all the time. Don't think that just we hit it every single time and like, oh, that was perfect. You know, like, no.
No. You should see it. We were talking about it a second ago. I had a video yesterday I did like 40 takes on, and he had one just a second ago. He did like 30 takes on. We're sitting there, what's up, baby? And you're like, oh, my gosh. Then you redo it and do
it. Like what we said is we don't want it to sound script, but there's sometimes it's like, all right, I want to get this out. How the hell do I get it out without like fumbling around on everything?
No, 100%. Some days your mind's just clogged up too. But
I'm going to do a rapid fire one. What's your favorite pump up song?
Ooh. I love Michael Jackson. So Beat It for sure. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. How about you, bro? What you got?
I think mine, Jamie Johnson's The Redneck Side of Me.
Fire. I love Jamie Johnson.
Every time like I hear that, it's just like,
let's go, bro.
All right, what was
Fires you up.
All right, last one, because I know we're getting on time.
Yes, sir.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you while you've been out running with the flag? Or the craziest reaction?
Oh yes. Well, there's some dirty stuff that I'm gonna leave out just for I mean,
he's gonna
there's
tell
some
me
real
that
dirty stuff. There was a gay pride thing downtown, and I was running through it with the flag. I didn't even know it was happening, and I ran down, and I haven't shared this on a video because I don't know. I may share it. I was running and somebody spit on me, and I was kind of running past a restaurant. Someone was there and they spit. They actually missed, thankfully, but they tried to spit on me, and I was like, all right. I kept running, and in my mind, I was like, there's like 3 decisions I can make right now. I can turn around, and I can yell at them. What's that going to solve, though? I can continue to run, or I can just turn around and say, hey, I love you, man. God bless you, and keep going. Which one do you think I decided to do? Take a guess. I turned around and said, hey, brother, I love you still. And you should have seen the look on his face. He goes, and he was like almost like dumbfounded. Like, I just tried to spit on him, and he said, I love you? Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And it's so hard to do something like that. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I wanted to turn around and curse him out and be like, dude, I'm not going to dive into details, but like, I really wanted to give it to him, but then I was like, what is that going to solve? What's that going to do? What kind of leader would I be to sit here and beat someone up for that? That's completely against my beliefs. So I turned around and said, hey, love you, brother. God bless you, man. Turned around and kept running the other way. Should have seen the look on his face. Still think about it to this day. Crazy.
That's tough, dude. That's
Yeah.
tough. All right, what's a positive thing that's happened?
Oh, dude. There's this lady that stopped in the middle of the intersection the other day, the middle of the street, and she had her camera out. She has, I saw you on the internet. And I said, girl, get the hell out of the intersection. She was literally in the middle of the intersection. And I was like, you are obstructing traffic right now. And she didn't even end up getting the video. She came back, she circled around, and she's like driving like this. She's like, it's and then she circles around again, and she comes up on me. She's like, I love you so much. And I said, I love you too. Stop it. Go home. And I was like, DM me. I will FaceTime you or something. This is not safe. So she must have circled around like it was the Indy 500 probably like 4 times, dude. And I was like, oh, my gosh. She was very sweet, though, I will say, but she was endangering the life of others. And I was like,
Yeah.
please don't do this at home.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
How about you, brother? What's your most positive and negative experience?
2 quick ones because I know, like I said, that we were dragging this out.
Yeah.
So yes, I did have a guy give me the negativity once where he was walking down the street. He's like, get rid of Trump, get out of here. And I'm like, dude, this isn't left or right. As I'm running by, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna look at him. I was like, God bless you, dude, and just kept glowing.
That's what it takes, bro.
Hey, man, like you said, this isn't left or right. This is America. This
Yes,
is
sir.
an American flag. We're all American. The positive one, yes, I did have a lady run down to the street and she started filming me. She's like, oh,
that's awesome.
that's really...
Dude, that's awesome.
I was like, yeah, I love what you're doing, and it's like
as you're running away into the distance, dude, it's stuff like that makes it all worth it, brother, for sure.
Yeah. Well, dude, like you said, I know we talked about not making this very long, but we did make it long.
It's hard, bro. We bounce off each other a lot.
Dude, I love it. I love the energy. I feel like this was really cool, and we need to do this a lot more because
I agree.
I've been on podcasts. I've watched a lot of them. The energy's not there, dude. This was awesome.
But we're here, brother. I can completely agree. I really appreciate. I want to say I appreciate you having me on, but we're like co-hosts. So,
it was your idea. You brought it. Like, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we got to come up with some cool names. Yeah. All right. Well, definitely look out for this in the future. We appreciate y'all for viewing. We're going to shoot this up into a ton of different clips and post them up on Instagram and stuff. We just want to say y'all are a blessing, and y'all are the reason that we're able to make stuff like this happen. Once again, if you want to punch your ticket in history and join the movement, look in either of our bios. You click on www.carrytheflag.usa.com.
Yeah.
And it will take you to the website. Punch your ticket in history, baby. We'd love to have you join the movement.
Dude, and like I tell everybody, every little bit helps. Every share, every like, every comment, everything helps. Guys, we thank you so much, and we truly mean that. And I know Teag's that way too. We truly mean that, because if it wasn't for everybody in this movement, in this community, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. So
it's literally, the irony in it is, if not us, then who? It's like, it's the fact that you're doing that makes this possible. So it's like, it's literally bouncing. It's playing off of its own. You know what I'm saying? Off of the own message. It's amazing.
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped.
Yes, sir.
This was.
I'm thrilled, brother.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Teag, thanks for being here too, man. And
yes, sir. Likewise.
Let's keep carrying that flag together, bro.
Carry the flag. Who are you going to carry the flag for, brother? Ask yourself. You going to carry it for your family, for God, for the nation? Who are you carrying the flag for? I want you to ask yourself after this video. If not us, then who? If not now, then
when?
Exactly, brother. Hey, well, we love y'all very much. See y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in.